Friends, hello, welcome back. So we completed the draft in our last episode as noted, and we got some big fellas here. We get some big fellas from the draft. I think that'll help this team out in the future. Do they automatically sign? I don't remember if they typically do or not. That is in the system on the roster. UFA currently signed. Is this the direction? Yeah, perfect. All right, so let's get these guys. Can we sign these guys right now? Should be able to. Yeah, there you go, Lafreniere. Nice to meet you. Glad to have you part of the team. I want to be able to get these guys all out of the way here real quick so I can get an idea of what our team is currently looking like. Because most of these guys are going to play... I was going to say most of these guys are playing the NHL, but we don't want to throw any of these guys obviously on the third line or something, third or fourth line, and then hurt the progression. So some of these guys will have to play in the AHL as well, and then that'll be kind of where we... Make sure we're filtering out the age here, because one of these guys, yeah, the 21-year-old was an older player. That was not our draft pick. But we want to make sure these guys are still getting plenty of playing time and not killing their progression. So we'll get these out of the way here real quick. Funny thing is, I was looking at this, it's like, oh, we have 48 and 53s. I ain't got to sign them. It's like, hang on a second. Those guys might make the team right now. They just might. So we'll take a look before we enter the signing. No, we won't. That can't be a thing. Yeah, it can't be. No, it can't. No, it can't. You mean to tell me there's a re-sign phase? No. I love franchise mode. I do. I promise. But you want me to decide if I should re-sign players and I'm not even allowed to look at my lines after the draft to see where guys fit in? There's no way. There's no way that's a thing. Okay. Okay then. Alright. Whatever. Who needs re-signed? Anybody? Anybody want re-signed? We have a lot of stud players here that are low overalls. We'll just sim up a little bit. Maybe if we go a day, it'll show up. Because we are, I think we're in the middle of nothing, right? Is that a day off right there or not? Resign coaches. The following coaches' expiring contracts are on your team. Okay, we better stop there because I don't want anybody to steal the good coaches before we get a chance here. Stop. Yeah, perfect. All right, maybe that was what it was. It was one off day in there. I hope that was the case. And I was just talking a lot. No, it looks like it's still the case here. But let's take a look at the coaching staff to see what is out there. That is one thing we do have to make sure we are getting some coaches that can. Yeah, these guys have no money. The head coach, getting some guys that are, you know, more of the teaching type of coaches, being that we are obviously a very young team. You have a C-, Hansen. We had to select you. We needed somebody out there. So we have 4 guys not under contract. Who's out there? That's what I'd like to see. No, I don't want to re-sign these guys. I want to find a coach. We're going to fire our goalies coach if I can look. I don't know if we're allowed to look right now. We can only re-sign guys, probably. That might be the thing. We'll re-sign our current head coach right now, just to be a nice guy. He wants 5 years. What did we offer him? I thought we offered him longer than that. He wants an associate role? Interesting. I swear we offered him more than that before. Can we take a look at coaches from here without... We're going to have to wait, I guess. I don't want to fire these guys. I could have swore he was under contract for longer than that, though. We're going to go... Yeah, take the money, sure. No, we're going to give you the head coaching job. That's where you're at right now. Role NHL associate, coach record. 0-82. That ain't bad. Actually, I don't want to do that if we don't have to, because I don't like the C- in the teaching if we can find something better. Donovan's a good option. Donovan's got to be on the teaching, so that's nice there. 4 years, go ahead and take that. Thanks for the offer. Give you a couple days. Perfect. The goalie coach, I'd like to see better to D-. Maybe we can find something to replace him. How is Piper looking? C on the teaching. Again, not the greatest, but we can't see what is currently out there, unfortunately. That's what I'd like to be able to do. He'll be out there if we don't re-sign him, I guess, and we can just re-offer him a contract to take that chance there, I think. We'll just let it go like that. Hopefully, assign scout, progress reports, player search. Everything else looks fine pending free agents. That would be what we'd like to look at. I don't think we look at coaches from here, though. I'd have to take it, right? Coaches? No, it doesn't look like it. Coaches, RFA, UFA, upcoming year, 2 years out. No, we can't. It'd be kind of cool if we could, though. Pending for agents, offers you compensation, progress reports. I guess we're just gonna go through this phase. At the end of the day, we have a bunch of 36 overalls anyway that ain't really helping the team. But I do want to try to keep as many players. We'll look at the contracts. Happy to join the team and thank you for the contract. Perfect. How's the other guy think? He's still thinking about it. Now I bring it up, I do want to keep as many of these 36 overalls as possible because let's try to do the best to completely rebuild this team without signing players. That is, you know, let's make it a challenge. Let's make it too easy here. So we'll take a look here. Who is the RFAs on this team? We have quite a few of them. 23 years young. Here, take some money. I don't know how much you're going to want. Not a lot, right? There you go. There you go. We have a lot of RFAs. I didn't realize we'd have this many. Here you go. Here's some money for you. Perfect. Is there anybody that progressed well? That was the highest overall right there. Yeah, it was. 25 years young. You're going to need some money as well. We are maxed out on the contracts, though, so we'll see how many of those. I wasn't paying attention. We might have missed it by a couple there. But we should be all right, because we drafted so many guys, and they're going to take the place of all of these 36 to 45 overall range guys. So if they don't sign, they don't sign. We should be able to replace them. It was a decision to make to remove a contract. Perfect, 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 perfect. Nice to talk to you. Great, perfect. Good doing business with you, fellas. Now, can we go to free agency? Can we go to free agency, enter or end of re-sign phase? Yep, gotcha. Go to free agency here, and I want to stop right there if we can. Scouts not renewed. Oh, we're going to renew some scouts, all right. Okay, pro scout on the line. I just want to make sure we get the best scouts, contract limit, and see what's out there. Other teams are probably not signing scouts as well. So let's start. I feel like the scouting is going to be the fun part here. Coaching staff and the scouting, because we ain't going to sign a lot of players, obviously. So let's see. We can hire coaches. We need some of literally everything. We have 5 of 8. We need 1 head coach. We need 1 assistant coach, 1 goalie coach. Let's see what we have out here on the market. Oh, baby, we got some A's out here. All right. All right. A- on the teaching. Need that. That looks it. McNeil, good. We probably want a generalist coach, right? Generalist on the coaching staff. He fits all of 2 players. That's because none of these guys have played yet. It's fine. I get that's probably it, right? Yeah, obviously. Absolutely. So, Chevrier, yeah, I like the name, Chevrier, it's probably Chevrier, but it was a good coach too, 51 and 21. Why did he lose his job? I'm not sure there. Everything is looking good from a coaching standpoint, from the fact that, like I said, the A- on the teaching is important for these guys being younger. Sign him. Maybe that's why. Look at that money he wants, $5.4 million over 3 years. We can do that. We'll go a little bit higher. I want to make sure we get this guy. Seems like a solid coach there. So there's the offer for the head coach. What else do we need? Oh, it's at the bottom of the screen. We need an assistant coach and a goalie coach. So see what else we have out here. Again, want to go for the guy that wants the position, obviously, as well. Assistant coach. There's a lot of head coaches out there. Assistant. I don't know if these head coaches are taking assistant's role. Maybe. Can we give that a try? They're going to want a lot of money. That is the thing, right? Even if we'd offer them a contract, yeah, they want 3-some million because they're a good coach. And their team's interested. It was Buffalo and St. Louis there, so got some competition there. I don't know if we can get an associate coach to take an assistant's job. That would be nice. Can we demote? Who's our assistant coach right now? Who in the heck took that job? Associate coach, I should say, not assistant coach. Donovan's guy. Oh, he's a solid associate coach, so that's fair. All right, you're good there then, Donovan. I don't think we're going to be able to find an associate that's going to say, hey, we'll take the assistant job, but we'll give it a try. They don't want as much, so that is not as big of a deal. I was worried they was going to want as much as a head coach. They shouldn't, obviously, not a head coach. So let's see here. Hansen, C- on the teaching, negative. C on the teaching. B- or Simard, that's better. He's a forward specialist, though. Rather the generalist. He's the general. Oh, A- in the teaching. He's a defenseman guy, though. I don't mind that. It's not terrible. A teaching specialty of defense will help develop and grow defensemen on your team in combination with the coach's teaching attribute. I do think that, you know, the defense is what's going to need to help grow in the best here. At the end of the list? Huh. Short associate list. That might be the only option. He's a good teacher. We can go with, because he's a forwards coach. We're either going to go forwards or defense regardless here, or we're going to take a C on the teaching. I'd rather the higher teaching trade here. The defenseman there. We'll go for it. We'll go with Pete on the defenseman. He's a good penalty killer. He's average in other departments, but I think our other coaches will be all right there. So, Petey, here you go, fella. Take a 3-year deal. Will you take it at... I don't know how much we have to end up offering these guys sometimes. We'll have the extra $5K there to see if that makes him happy. And, again, I don't think we're going to touch free agency as far as players are concerned. Unless we need... Even if we need filler guys, though, we can just sign those guys after free agencies. And it's driving me up the wall that I seriously cannot look at my lines right now. What is the point of having free agency and knowing what you need without being able to look at your lines? I feel like I'm missing something. This is driving me bonkers right now. I guess we could look at edit player. That doesn't help either. I want to see, like, you know, line by line by line where these guys are playing to see where we need to, you know, possibly sign a guy or two. I guess we're just not going to worry about it. We'll play them with bad players. I just worry about playing these young guys with all bad players and it kills their progression. But at the same time, we don't want to, you know, force a rebuild type of cheat here where we put up too many players at once. So we'll send this up and see what our coaches think. That's a lie. That is a lie. We almost forgot about the scouts over here. Scout. HL. Amateurs. So we need some amateurs from USA West, USA East. Looks like we need some Canadian amateurs. Is that a thing? Does that exist? Probably laughing at me for that one right there. We'll take a look. USA, OHL, yeah, the OHL, WHL, that's probably where they're looking at there, right? Yeah, do we have those guys? Does not look like it. We have one OHL guy, and he's good in that area. But we have 8 spots to fill here, so we'll go ahead and grab some of these guys up here real quick. All right, so we're offering Kunitz, Bordeaux, who is looking pretty solid as well here. More of a central. I was looking for a USA central guy. I don't know if we have too many guys going in that department. Thought he could help us out there. Helps out in the W and the QMJ as well. And now it looks like we need one European guy. It looks like if we can find a European specialist who looks to be Suhonen. Suhonen looks like a solid European guy. At least that's what they're telling me here. That is the one area we don't really have a scout sitting there active on, so we'll offer him the deal. And that should be it. There's not a lot of anything over the seas right now as far as the scouts, but that's still an improvement from, you know, some C minuses we got laying around here. Scout in the Metro, which is pro, not a big deal. In the OHL and Holster. But that should help us out. Should we go all 20? Do we need 20 for 20? That's another question, I guess. There probably helps, right? The more you have signed, the better. But there's obviously a scout salary cap as well. How much we can offer there? I think we'll offer one more contract here just to make sure. I think we have what, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. If 5 is one down here. Yeah, we have 5. So we have 17 of 20. We can always scout or assign more scouts once the season starts because, like, hey, you should have 20 scouts. We can do that then. Not a big deal. We will go. Let's see if somebody else has got some good efficiency. Scout efficiency C minus there. Team strength C. Rather just have scouts that we can somewhat rely on here at this point as well, because a lot of these guys, they're all C's. They're all average into the point, or for the most part. Discovery there in Orsak. What can you offer us here? The NHL Central. I don't see much. Liga. You can do in Scandinavia. You do well. Europe, you do well as well. So that'd be a good guy to sign because we didn't need it. We had one European scout. We could pick up another one. 6 years? Who the heck do you think you are? Take my money, I guess. Enjoy your life. That should do her, though. We'll make sure these guys take our money, hopefully. That'd be ideal if they would do that for us. I would appreciate that. And then maybe we can check out our lines. That'd be kind of cool. I've only been wanting to do that now for like a month and a half. You know, that's the GM's role, though. You know, like when you're a GM of the team, they're like, hey, what do we need this offseason? It's free agency. Like, oh, we don't even have any line set. Just, you know, do what you need. Just pretend we've got a blank sheet. All right, Bordeaux, thanks for coming. Anybody else? Duhonen, nice. Perfect. I'm going to reject your offer. Chevrier! I don't feel the quality of the roster matches the challenges I'm wishing to take on. What are you trying to say? Chevrier, I need to back out. Yeah, I need to back out. I got to get... That's our coach. That is our coach, and you're too busy showing me this stuff instead. He better have not taken a contract offer somewhere else. That's our man. Whether he wants to be here or not, that is our man. Everybody else is here. I think. I didn't see anybody else reject an offer. Why are we 5 of 8 still? Come on, coach. Come on, coach. Come on, coach. Here, we'll give you a little bit more money, all right? There. Does that make you happy? That's a lot of money. I don't even know what you're going to do with all that money. We need an assistant coach and we need a goalie coach. Oh, we forgot all about the goalie coach. Duh. I knew he was doing something there. Goalie coach, goalie coach, goalie coach, goalie coach. What would we do for a goalie coach? Can we search this? Nope. I want to go the other way. Oh, this is going to take forever. This is going to take forever. We're going to get there, though. All the way down to the goalie coach. Perfect. All right, so there's not a lot of goalie coaches out there. We have some D's. Is that the best we're going to get? It's looking like it. We might have waited too long there. It took a couple days. Unfortunate. Okay, we'll just go coach goalie, goalie coach I can teach. They're all D minuses. There's an A plus in a teaching. The rest is kind of not good. We'll take it. Is that better than the D because he can? He's an AHL coach though, obviously, which is fine. We got guys in the AHL as well. Here you go. Here you go. Take some money. We want a goalie coach, NHL goalie coach right there. Good deal. Thank you for the offer. You are much welcome. You know what we did? I swear we offered him the role for something else. Assistant coach. I swear we offered a guy an assistant coaching job. Did I miss that? Oh, we did. Perfect. You didn't accept it. You know what we probably did, though? I didn't change it to assistant coach. I'm thinking right now. Every time I look at that assistant associate, I swear I mix it up every time. By the way, when it does that, go out there and it's like, oh, it's AS perfect. We're good. We're going to touch the free agents. As mentioned, we are not going to go out and if we have free agents that need signed, they'll be out there, you know, day one of the season, but we're not going to take a bunch of high overall players, especially not one season into the build here where it's not going to really affect these guys by any stretch of the imagination. I was going to accept your contract up, but the role your offer's already filled. I knew he was going to say that, so we did mess that up. Want to accept it. Hello, Wang. Welcome. All right, so we're going to resend that offer and make sure he's got the assistant role taken there. And we should be good. I wish you could just shuffle that up. I guess I get it. But I just think for like a convenient standpoint where you could just sign the coach and then say, all right, let me give you this role. But I guess I get it completely, though, that you're, as a coach, you want to know your role, and you're not going to go and say, I'm going to sign this deal. Did he reject our offer again? It didn't even say he rejected it. Where did our associate coach go? Who was it? It was Pete, right? Pete was the guy we wanted. Yeah, it was Pete. So he wants an associate job. We want to give him the assistant job. So we'll go assistant. We'll offer you a little bit more money because it's an assistant role. I don't know how you feel about that. It's driving me up the wall that I don't think this head coach wants to coach for us, and we need him. Chevy, we need you. They're going to be chanting Chevy in the crowd. They're going to be like, Chevy, Chevy, Chevy. Just imagine that. Imagine that. We might be going like 10 and 57 and like 12 this season, or 15. But just imagine them chanting Chevy in the crowd. Imagine it. I know you want to hear that. Here's $5.6 million. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. If you don't want that, I'll take it. I'm not a very good coach, though. And I'm definitely not very good at hockey, so I imagine the teaching thing might kind of be out the door there. But here, please take the money. Please, Chevy. I'm going to reject your offer. I don't feel the quality of the roster match. Stop! I don't care! I think that might be his first message. I don't feel like the size of your team's market is what I'm looking for. Oh, my goodness. Get out of here, Vasilevsky's. It's just a coach. I don't feel the role you offered me is appropriate given my skill set and my interest. Oh, my goodness. Chevy's going to reject our offer again. We're struggling with the coaching staff. We're not even trying to sign players. I couldn't imagine us trying to get there. So let's take a look here. See, I wish, can we demote somebody? Can we demote a guy, promote? Yeah, we can. I'd like to demote our associate coach if he's really that worried about it. He's a B on the teaching. He's a solid player, but he doesn't need to be our associate coach if that's a big deal. So we'll go ahead and demote you to assistant coach, like that. And we'll offer Big PDD our job as an associate if he's that worried about it. That is not a big deal. If he wants to be there, he wants to be there. He's a great teacher, and he can help his team out, I feel like. So that is for certain a role we'll let him take over if he's not worried about it. But Chevy's a man we need. There's 2 coaching jobs left. There's a reason he's out there still, because nobody wants to pay him the ridiculous amount of money he wants. You know what I find? It cracks me up when you see guys like this, and the reason they don't take the money is like, oh, I don't like where your team's at. They're in a bad position. Like, what coaching jobs available on a stack-loaded team? Like, that coach is killing it right now, winning games for his team. Of course, they don't, or of course you're going to coach for a bad team. That's inevitable. It's like having a first overall draft pick and be like, oh, I don't really know. That was like ESPN with the Joe Burrow thing. Like, how do you feel about playing for a bad team? Like, I don't know. I was first overall pick for a reason. That team, and that was a playoff team, they wouldn't have grabbed me. We'll offer 5. We'll offer 7. An extra $150K. An extra $150K. I think our goalie coach rejected us too. Is that the other one? I got to make sure we get our coaching staff and the goalie coach. I don't think he wanted to be a goalie coach, it was actually a promotion for him, wasn't it? Giving him the goalie coaching job. I want to say it was, because he was an assistant. He wanted an AHL role, but we was going to give him the goalie coach role. Let's see here. Coach, goalie, assistant. Which one was it? We'll take a look. If we don't have to offer the same guy. B- in the teaching there. That wouldn't hurt. The A+ on Rachunik. I like Rachunik. He can be in here. Rachunik, how would you feel about taking on the NHL goalie coaching job? We'll offer a little bit of extra money because that seems to be the way to do it here. We don't have a lot of budget remaining, though. That's intimidating. That is really intimidating. Come on. Come on, Chevy. Come on, Chevy. Please. Please for me. We'll get you a car. We'll get you a Chevy. How do you feel about that? One with the top down? Happy to join a team. Thanks for joining, Pete. Now, can you please convince our friend Chevy to take the deal? Rachunik, 2 for 2. Oh, Chevy, we're going for the hat trick, baby. He's thinking about it. He's like, where's the dotted line? Where's the dotted line? Yeah, he's going to give us another day. He's going to give us a couple days to sweat about it. Get out of here, Chevy. I don't like you. I don't care. I don't care what you're wishing to take on. I need you. I need you really badly. Somebody's going to sign that other coach in here in a second. We're going to be boned. We're going to offer you one last, can't resist this contract. And that's going to be it. And we're going to be forced to go to Skinner, which is not a good idea because he's a forwards coach. And he's not what we're looking for. Period. That is our top dollar contract. EA is going to probably not let us send that. $6 million a year, guy. $6 million. And you're getting fired after 2 years. I'm just throwing it out there. Going crazy over the fact that this is some growing pains. This is hard to watch content at this point, if that's the case. Oh! The cash you offer is the tipping point. You don't say. You don't say, Chevy. $6 million a year, pal. We expect to win Stanley Cups in 2 seasons. $6 million a year. Oh, that's crazy. That is some dough. We're good, though. We're good, though. Let's get us to the preseason and see where these lineups are. We can finally get some games going. I wasn't expecting heated negotiations this offseason, but boy, did it happen with the coaching staff. Who would have thought? I can't imagine if we was trying to persuade a free agent to come to this team. We would have had to offer him the entire house. Bobby Ryan's contract, Marian Gabourik's contract, the whole 9 yards combined. Nonetheless, got the job done. Got the job done, and we are ready to... Ooh, we got to set some captains. Who's getting a captain this season? They're going to give it to Kastelic. Chuck's got one. Lafreniere's got the 8. They got where it needs to be. I would rather have Byfield carrying the C, though. To be honest, unassigned captain. Byfield's going to take care of it. That's the future right there. I actually like Perfetti a little bit better there. Let's take a look, though. We'll edit the lines. We're done. Stop right here. Yeah, perfect. All right, so Dylan, 56 years, or 56 overall, he ain't growing. Kelly's not growing. The defense, Sealy, Lahoy, they're not growing. So we'll leave those guys there. Happily, they can go ahead and enjoy life there on defense. Hopefully, Jonas and Drysdale out there can build some chemistry. We'll monitor them. Maybe 66, 63. Top 6 potential, top 4 potential. And then on offense, we have Lafreniere, Byfield, Holtz, again, Kastelic, Perfetti, and Lucic. I think Rossi and Shingtime need to go down in the AHL, and Smith as well. They need a first line down there in the A, I believe. And we'll have Bobkov stay here. He's only 52, ain't going nowhere. Kachuk, 57. Kachuk can go up this third line then. So we'll move Rossi, Smith, and Shingtime down there to the AHL. Make sure they're getting some first line minutes there, getting a chance to progress there. Hopefully that doesn't hurt those guys. Where are we going here? Roster moves, looking fantastic. AHL. Who's done an AHL that is in the system? Highest overall is Buden. So we'll just bring Buden, Fermenton, and Davidson up, and we will send down our good friend Rossi. It was Shingtime and Smith to the AHL. Get those guys some first line minutes there, or just go best lines for now, and we'll change it here in a second. Actually, it appears we cannot put Rossi in the AHL. They put him back in the OHL. So I think we're going to keep Rossi in the end, and we'll just move one of those guys on a second line and let him play there. Because if I remember properly, and maybe it was just the luck of the draw that time, but when we did that in that 5-year sim thing again, and Rossi, he went back to the AHL and he struggled. He did not progress. For whatever reason, maybe it's because it's the OHL, the lack of competition, but when he went to the OHL, he's seen no progression at the end of the day here. So we're going to try to give him some second line minutes. And again, we will go down, we'll go maybe 2 or 3 months into the season. Get your guys' feedback on the thoughts there as well. Again, I'm assuming a lot of you guys are far better at the progressing the young studs than I am. But the one thing I do just want to make sure that is rather clear here is that we want to make sure that we are, I understand it's going to be tough for these guys because we have the 41s, the 57s, the 52s, all these guys that are terrible that could potentially hurt these guys' progression. Completely understand it. But that is, that's the thing with the franchise theory or theme in general here. That's going to be difficult. We shouldn't be able to go out there and just sign 6 guys that are, 78, 80 overalls to help these guys grow. That's not part of the grind. That is cheating the grind. So we're going to do our best to deal with the difficulties that is this team that we have under contract here until we can draft our way into improving it. And, at the end of the day, be ready for it. We're not ready to win right now, so there's no reason to go out and draft guys. I think we have to eat the tough times that are going to come with this season. Goaltending. Did we check the goaltending? Gustafson and Hogberg. Okay, so we're going to be stuck with those guys still. I guess they don't want to have our goalie come in there. We drafted a goalie, right? Was it this guy? No, that guy's undrafted. He must still be in a lower league, which makes sense. 18 years old. Then the power play, Lafreniere, Byfield, Holtz on the first. We're going to get Rossi some minutes there with Perfetti and Lucic on the second. Dylan Sealing on defense. Drysdale and... should we change up the... I thought we had a better defenseman in it. Defenseman. Yeah, we do. Why is this guy not playing? Oh, that's why. Because he can't play. Because he was a 2019 7th round pick. I think we signed him by accident going through the gut signing. He was 19. So he can't play. He's going to stay on the bench. That's going to be what we have to deal with there. The power play for the 4-man. Byfield, Lafreniere again. Lucic, Perfetti. I would rather see Rossi. I just want to see Rossi get some playing time here if we can. Help him out in any way, shape, or form with some stat boost in there for him. So we'll get him in there as well in that line. I know you don't agree with that, EA. It's fine. We're not going to win games anyway. So we'll be all right there. We'll worry about the logistics of the line combinations when we start actually needing to win games. Right now, we just want to get these guys minutes. Lucic holds special teams 4-on-4. We'll just leave, or penalty kill. We'll leave that as is there. The penalty kills, again, same story, -3s. That's going to be a -3. We have so many low overalls there. The goaltender's perfect. And that shall be it. Good thing is we got the chemistry going on every line. That's a bonus in any shape or way, any shape or form there, I should say. You guys don't have bad chemistry. That's always nice. That's the benefit, I guess, with the coaching being the teaching, I guess. And we have all these younger guys. Hopefully that helps these bad boys out. We will go ahead and sim up some games here, I guess. Again, we'll get a month or so in, maybe 2 months in. We'll finish up the season next episode there. Jump into the draft as well, probably, but we'll go ahead and it's going to be a quick season, I guess, so we don't really have to say, oh, let's go 2 months in and see how it goes. I think we know how it's going to go. It's going to go ugly, but we'll see. Maybe we pick up a win or two this season. This could be the year. Could be the young fella's first win of the season. It is important to see how these guys do progress, though. I guess, again, we want to make sure they're not getting completely thwarted there. There's 2 goals. Last season, we weren't scoring goals, period. So we're scoring goals. That's helping out there. We scored, what, 1 goal all of last season. So, granted, the defense and the goaltending is what's really going to kill us here. That's going to be massive. I was really hoping we could just plug that goalie in we drafted. But that's obviously not the case. There's probably some sort of age limit or some sort of... They just expected to throw him in the AHL like normal there. A natural, or not the AHL, but the QMJ or whatever he ended up in there. Hey, we got to trade. Ottawa said, no, we're not giving up draft picks. Who are you? Pardon me. I think you missed the part where we need draft picks because our team's not very good. We actually don't want Corey Crawford. We kind of do, honestly. I'm being completely frank. I kind of do want Corey Crawford. There we go, Crawford. Oh, wow. 86 overall. He's 35, though. Sorry. Can't have it. Cannot have it. That'd be nice, though. Not for 2 second-round picks, it would be, but it'd still be nice. Detroit coming in there right before the game. No, Detroit. No. We didn't. What makes you think you were going to give us less and we were going to take that trade offer? That was like, you didn't want these 2 pieces before. We're going to drop them off and just give you a little bit less. How do you feel about that? We're winning a game this season. These boys are going to win a game this season. I don't care. Amateur scout calling. Let's make sure we're getting the scouting done properly here as well. Make sure we're getting everybody in this draft class taken care of. That'll be key for this team. But let's see. Lucic is leading the team with 11 points right now. So that's tough. I was hoping that first line could show a little bit of chemistry there. Holtz, Lafreniere, Byfield. 9 points, -9. Lafreniere still an 80. Byfield 74, -48. Playing 22 minutes a night. These guys are playing some minutes. -53 and Holtz there. 5 goals, 4 assists. Lucic again, -37. He's been the best player on his team, even at that 74. 9 points so far out of Perfetti, 9 out of Rossi. That bottom 6 obviously has been struggling. I imagine, actually Drysdale, and yeah, they're still too low board. I was saying maybe they played all right. -62, -71. They're getting some minutes. They are logging them. How's the AHL looking? Maybe these AHL guys are playing a little bit better being down here in the AHL. Smith, Shingtime, and Balser still minus. Even these guys are -61. Again, that's because, you know, everybody they're playing with, their overalls are just so low. That's kind of why it doesn't almost matter at the AHL to the NHL here, because they're just literally playing with nobodies. Not nobodies, but just nobodies when it comes to the overall there. Let's take a look at this draft class. I imagine draft class right there. Again, make sure we're scouting this properly. And again, make sure there's no teams willing to move some players. It's early. So I don't know what time we would go and start looking at these guys. See, all these guys are still unknown, but it's so early in the season here. We'll come back to this. I just want to make sure we had an idea of where the scouting's going right now. But we will get up to around the trade deadline. I just realized that we went through all of last season. Teams had such little interest in our players. We had no trade offer notifications. That's crazy. We wanted them 36 overalls for $6 million a year. It's hard to believe, right? But we'll get to the trade deadline here and see if again we can play the make it. No, we don't want Corey Crawford. Thanks for throwing the 3rd and the 5th back on, though. That was nice of you. But we'll go ahead and see if there's any teams that have some redonkulous contracts maybe this year that are willing to trade them away like we did with the Lucic one last season. It's tough to come by, but maybe we can make it work. Still 6-2 there, and 10 getting blown out. So many games, 13-0. That's the ones we want to avoid. These guys put up some points. At least when they're putting up points, we know they got a chance to progress. 10-4. That might be a season high. That might be a franchise high. 4 goals. I don't think I've seen a score that many so far, period. Central Scout rankings, how we look in here. Again, we're still waiting for some more progression as expected. We got to get these guys scouted. We have got to get these guys scouted. Wong, Pinasas, a scout player. No scouts in the region. Oh, okay. So is that the problem? We have no. How do we have no scouts in these regions? It is the W and the QMJ. It looks like we don't have scouts in WQMJ, WQMJ, the SHL. I thought we purposely assigned a scout. Oh, Blue Jacket. Oh, man. You want to give us David Servard for a 2nd and a 3rd? Wow. That is a lot. That is a trade. Man. How do you turn that down? He's got 1 year left. They're going to give us David Savard just for 1 second. That's wild. He's not doing 82 overall, I guess. So that's part of it as well there. David Savard. Let's see what his trade value looks like here. Savard. Not the greatest. Man, at 82 though. We got to leave it go. It's tough. Very tough. Turning down this trade. But we got to continue with the, format here of just trying to draft these players and rebuild this team without taking too many players in these first 2 years. So we'll go back to the scouting here. Assign scouts. We've got plenty of them. I guess we just did not have anybody that wanted to do the WHL. I don't know. We'll take a look here. We have an OHL, Region A+. What else is taking? We have an SHL guy. Why did I not show that guy was doing an SHL spot there? Maybe they just didn't get to him yet. QMJ. We have a guy doing a QMJ as well. They're just busy scouting other players. Fire Scout, change region. I just want to change the region to a guy that can do the WHL for us here. Can I do that from here? Yeah, perfect. Okay, so WHL is clear over here. There's too many guys up there that are just not taken care of. Yeah, this is where I want to go. North America, right? Okay, there we go. No. Bad. CHL amateur. I guess that's where we go. 2 scouts active. We'll go CHL. I wanted to just go WHL. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I got you. WHL. Man, WHL is ginormous from a size perspective. There you go. It will take your scout 6 hours to travel to this region and cost you $0 in travel budget. Perfect. Good to hear. Nice to hear. That's great news. Get to the WHL and take care of some business for us. Thank you. Make sure we get these guys scouted here real quickly. Alright, so we have most of these guys now assigned scouts, even though it's not showing that we have them assigned scouts or something. We have most of these guys scouted now that did not have his. There we go, perfect. As I said, I thought we had them in top rounds there that needed to be scouted to make sure we can get some stuff learned about them into the draft. Specifically in that first round, it's very important, I know, to make sure we have guys that actually, have a scouting rebuild there when we drafted them. So that should be taken care of there. Again, we'll get to, were we at the trade deadline or did we stop early due to the scouting? I think we stopped early at the scouting, right? Yeah, we're a little bit short there. We'll see if we can get close to the trade deadline, and then I don't know if anybody's we probably had to do it early in the season, come to think of it. We're going to go out there and give up a bad contract to us. But maybe we can still make that happen here at the trade deadline. We'll find out. Ottawa Center second for Granlund. No, we are not giving up our seconds. Even though we have like 6,000 of them, we are not in the sharing is caring type of mood today. Miller. That's probably not Corky. Everybody wants our second round draft picks. They're dying for them. Larson and that was, oh man, Larson. They are just, Lundqvist. Hello. What? Ain't nobody giving you 2 second round draft picks for Lundqvist contract. You're going to have to pay us for that one, fella. That's one of them, though. Maybe they're interested in moving Lundqvist. And we take on that contract. Because he's only got 1 year left, and that's this year. At the end of this season, he's gone. I don't know if it matters to them, though, because of that. He's got 1 year left. I don't think that's really going to be like, oh, we have a bad contract you need to take on. Make it work for us here. I don't know how they're still affording Lundqvist, to be honest. That young team they got there after signing guys like Panarin, Lundqvist under that, he's got too much trade value still, actually. Impressive. That's because he's an 86 overall, I guess. You give him that overall still, he's going to have that trade value. Pretty solid there. Being high, or being as old as he is to keep that overall. He's been solid at that age, though. You got to give him credit. He's been playing great. The Islanders, anybody need some contracts move? You do. Boychuk's not holding a lot there for you guys. How long is Boychuk under contract here? 2 more years. We can take that. New York, do you want to wheel and deal here? Do a little talking? A little talking for big Johnny B's? Maybe a little bit. Boychuk can come play with Drysdale for the rest of the season. It might help him out a bit. Dang, the Islanders are getting a first overall pick. I doubt it. Sorry. It's hard to tell you. I doubt they'll probably get in a second. So we're not going to be able to get a high draft pick from the Islanders. So that's a bit of a bummer. What is our draft pick then? I was going to say ours has to be close to maxed out. We're a little bit worse than the Islanders are right now. And we are indeed. Let's see. Devils probably still have PK. PK still has massive trade value though. So we ain't got to worry about him. Who's getting $7 million a year? Oh, Nico. Okay, that makes sense. Zajac. We tried to take Zajac off the books for these guys last year. And they just weren't having any of it. Now he's got 1 year left, so I really don't imagine they're going to do it now. We'll give you a second. The Devils probably have a very high draft pick. They do. What if we get the Islanders second in exchange for that? We'll drop that second, and we will offer you a 5th and a 6th or something there for Travis Zajac's contract, New Jersey. They'd rejected. I should have read what that said. That is what we call a bad GM. We're going to add the 4th, though. Reject the Devils have this thing called a trade block. Your offer is something we have, but the value just isn't there. I get it. But I also get we're not getting anything with these 4th and 5th round picks. So we're just going to go 4th and a 6th and see if we can make something happen here for Travis Zajac and the Devils second. I don't think they're going to do it. Again, it's a 1 year deal, so that's probably kind of killing us there. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to be seeing there. Let's see. Nashville, you guys got anybody on the books for more than a year that you want to say bye-bye to? Doesn't look like a Tyson Barrie. What's Tyson Barrie getting paid? $9 million a year? What? Dang, Toronto. That's a little bit more than the $2.5 million you guys are paying a year. $9 million. That's wild. Shabbat's out there. What happened to Shabbat? 40 overall. Oh, that was our player. No, that'll do it. They paid him $8 million. No, they didn't. They paid him $8 million at that overall. There is no way. For 8 years, you guys can have him for that. We ain't taking that one on. They want him. They ain't even trying to trade him, though. They're happy to pay him $8 million a year. That is how you destroy a franchise right there. McDavid, no. Actually, James Neal. James Neal we went after before. Franz Nielsen. We already tried going after Franz Nielsen. We'll try one more time. They're not really willing to do it over here in Detroit. And Detroit's got draft picks that are probably really high, yeah. We'll go Detroit second. We'll try the same deal, see if that's going to make any progress. No, they don't really want it. I don't think we're going to get it done. It's a little bit tougher than I was hoping it'd be. Maybe there's some guys you have an idea for. If you guys have an idea of guys that usually you can trade for, let's hear them. Let's hear them if there's some guys that you can trade for that are willing to come off the books. But looks like the guys we're looking for, there's just too many teams that are good teams that are not really looking to drop their great players right now. Understandably so. I get it. Makes sense. I don't think we checked out how the goaltending was doing, but a goalie is not, he's not a guy on our team anyway, so it doesn't matter. Gustafsson, 795, 9 goals against average. That's decent. It's not bad at all. Byfield, minus 133, but he's got 34, Byfield. Lofgren, yeah, 32 points. We'll get it out. 84 overall, though, which is important. Byfield, 75. Holt, 77. So these guys, they're starting to play better. I mean, the defense is still killing them. But we're starting to see the stats come up. Perfetti's up to that 80 overall, so that's good to see. Lucic 74, same story. Russell, he was, what, a 68 before? 69 now. Drysdale's up to the 71. Jonas, I want to say he was a 63 before, right? I think so. Can we check that out from this screen? No. We have to go to the progression screen there. We'll take a look. That's probably where we could have went in the first place, just the progression screen. See how these guys were doing this far throughout the season here. All that really matters is these guys growing. Yeah, Lafreniere's got a plus 22. Perfetti's got a plus 25 on that, up to the 80. Those guys have been playing good. Holt's not so much. Byfield, not as much there. Lucic just seen even a little bit. Good for him. Yeah, Drysdale plus 22, and then Jonas an 18. He's currently a 63. What was he? He had a plus 18. He had to be a little bit lower than that, I guess, right? Can I see that from here? Probably not. No. We'll be all right, though. We'll be all right. I think we're going to wrap this episode up right here, though. Again, want to take it slow, get you guys' thoughts on it, make sure we're not, completely destroying the rebuild here, getting everything, checking boxes off properly. Probably should go check out some more 2BC stuff. You always learn a lot watching him play the franchise stuff there. Some other guys as well. Might go take a peek at some of that stuff. Make sure we're properly rebuilding everything here, get these guys to where we need to be. But as for this video, though, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.